Anyway, so like I was saying, I would... If the Dark Presence were hot enough, I'd totally fuck it. Because, I mean, why not? I have already seriously screwed up this situation. What's the worst that could happen by doing this?
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
I mean, it's already bad touched me, so, you know. And then we skip through time again.
What the hell is going on with that?
I don't know. It only seems to kind of happen at, like, the beginning of videos. So maybe it's just, like, the buffer catching up or something. Who would have thought? Guys attacking me on the bridge. Maybe if I was actually unarmed, you guys would have, you know, some sort of chance here. But you don't, so...
Flare gun is so great.
Get out of here. But yeah, what was I saying? I'd totally fuck the Dark Presence. As long as it was hot.
Right.
Don't you have a wife? Yeah. It's a horror story. This sort of weird shit happens all the time, right? I don't think that's how it works. Well, it's my story. I can tell it however I want. Literally and figuratively. Do it one worse and turn it into a redemption story for the Dark Presence.
Awesome rack on her, though.
Ah, true that. Heard some footsteps, realized they were Alan's, so it's okay.
That clearly said push, not shoulder check.
I would not be cool with kicking or pushing anything that's hanging precariously off the side of a mountain.
That's because you're a reasonably intelligent man.
And in that case, I would have kicked the right post rather than the left one. It's closer to the edge.
Oh my, what is this?
I would have just been like, you know what, I'm going to climb over the fence.
Knock, knock.
So yeah, like I said, I would have been like, I'm going to go out and climb the fence. Uncomfortable.
Yeah, this is a little bit odd.
Somebody else who had to have been there recently because there was a standing fan there. That looked a little bit more modern than, like, the 70s.
Cynthia Weaver. Those were her initials.
She was probably there. Well, I'm not sure how she was powering that fan, but...
I don't know, but she was clearly in there for a while. I think she had a little bit of an obsession with Thomas Zane.
Written on the walls like Bart Simpson writes on a chalkboard. Then I was like, you bet you were getting out of here without having to fight, huh?
And then there was that Taken, just kind of standing on midair for a minute. Ouch. It's a good thing I have this tweed armor.
It's equivalent to like hide armor. I have all these flares, I might as well use them.
True.
Fuck you especially. I feel like all these flares should burn a little bit longer.
They really should. I don't know. I mean, obviously them going out quickly is a gameplay mechanic, but yes, realistically they should burn for, you know, several minutes. At the very least.
Probably just Alan being like, yeah, the flares didn't work as well because of the dark presence or something. I don't know. It makes sense that way, right? Dark presence just makes that okay gesture the...
Right, yeah.
Perfect. I didn't have to do any judicious editing to your stuff for that to make sense.
I could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
There was a lot of fog, too.
So much fog you'd think it was an N64 game.
It is.
I was
near
close
lake.
now. I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
So I'll just keep up this leisurely jog.
Wait.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming!
That's what she said.
Oh, what a twist. Shame you cut off the dialogue there.
Yeah. What's it?
Oh yeah, he did.
I would have been holding that flare with my arms crossed, irritated that I dropped all my stuff yet again.
He's probably not dead, but he's gonna feel that in the morning.
Well, he landed, like, not totally flat. So it only hurt a little bit. I would have been super irritated about that. Like, look, I lost my gun. Again, who would have fucking thought?
Yeah.
Like, I hate all these end of episode things. I always lose my stuff.
This end of episode thingy there, that is why you cannot buy Alan Wake on Steam anymore.
Are you seriously telling me that writer
That's okay,
just
because
took
I
out
added
my
that music
deputies?
The
myself.
thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting.
What was that music anyway?
It's turning
That
into
was,
a horror story. I was told that Alice had been kidnapped. And that was why.
Lush by Deluxe, I think.
A purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
Alan, shh, baby. It was just a nightmare.
Alice.
Why do you sound like you're talking through a voice modulator?
Hartman. I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient
Punches
in
him.
my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No. You're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan.
Now, obviously, this is him jerking you around, but imagine this.
Spoilers, by the way. Anyway, continue.
Imagine the twist being that the guy who is obviously
Whatever
screwing
Hartman
you
had bumped in
around
me was
is
making me numb.
not.
I felt like
that
this was happening to someone else. Someone
The
I was
character
watching on
actually
television.
is having a
Couldn't think.
schizophrenic episode or
Couldn't
something.
Focus.
I mean, they did kind of do that with Max Payne, I think.
Hmm.
And
What?
then, for some reason, I took damage from that chair that moved a little bit.
That chair's
The
got it
door
out
was
for you, man.
locked. I was a prisoner here.
I had to double check to make sure it was just a fluke.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I
Here, come
understand
like
you're confused.
5 steps closer and
I'd
I'll
be
show you
more
exactly how
concerned if you
calm I
weren't
am.
Suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
How
Now,
fucking fascinating.
why
Please
don't
tell
you
me
come
more.
with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
You know what would do you good? A crowbar to the face.
This
Actually, can we
order is
like
for patients.
just shut the door? I need to have like a little one time. I need a
Except for
personal
the ones
session.
who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize in treating artists.
I bet you do.
Splendid, Alan. I honestly believe we can get this thing under control if we work together.
The worst thing is that listening to this, part of me is
This
like, yeah,
way,
it sounds
Alan.
nice. And then I realized I'd probably beat the shit out of this dude.
Yeah, he's got a very punchable face, as you might expect.
Kill him in the elevator.
Now, Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this.
I think I'll just say
Alice
vulnerable,
drowned,
thanks.
and you couldn't face them. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario in which your writings are affecting reality. She has been kidnapped, and supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you.
But can we back up to the part
Go
where,
this
like,
way,
I feel
Alan.
like everything revolves around
Wasn't
me
ready for
because
another shot.
that's
So
not
I went along
unusual?
with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed.
We could
Your
change that.
delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth. Unless we fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more sense than the insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind?
Yeah,
You're
but
a
that's not the
skeptic
point.
by nature, Alan.
The point
Because
is, I
you
want
know
to break
this.
your nose again.
Everything can be explained logically.
Great, that means I can logically explain why I want to throw you off this balcony. My logic being is that you're a prick. And you have a very punchable face.
Shove him off the balcony up there onto
Never
the
get
sundial.
tired of this view. Very inspiring, isn't it?
It's like the
Cauldron
pit
Lake
from Mortal
spread below
Kombat.
us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice.
But I don't know, it's kind of foggy still.
A little bit.
Like, the draw distance isn't very good.
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny,
Really?
I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This
Couldn't
way,
possibly be
follow
the
me.
supernatural forces at work here, could it?
Nah,
Alan,
that'd
what
be
I'm
ridiculous.
telling you is good news. Right now, we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination.
I'll relapse you.
Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with. After all your nightmares, this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well? It's very
Porcade,
natural for you
no.
to think of me as your
Alright.
enemy. It's part of the
I let him
illness.
talk.
Why not both?
Hartman
I
obviously
no
used
los
his
dos.
own
Bring you
voice.
out of
His
the
words
world you've
echoed
constructed
madly
for
inside
yourself.
my head.
But
I dug
can't
my nails
do it
into the
by
palms of my
myself.
hands to stay
You
focused.
need to work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery. Come
I'd
along.
probably have hit
Let's
him
go
again by
inside.
this point.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Here's the
I don't get
entrance to the
mad
office room.
anymore,
It's
but
for
I
staff
probably would have,
only.
like, at least
You
hit
were
his head
impressed
against the
by my
glass and then
trophies
like,
when you
yeah, it made
first
me feel
arrived
better.
here.
So
I do love to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
I can tell you how
Pretty
that's
damn
going to work out for
wonderful, yeah.
you.
Scary, scary, scary.
Emerson,
I wonder who had remedy this was.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
In a
Yeah,
completely
you'd
different
like me to
fashion
go
now.
away so you won't be scared. But you can't just
Yeah.
decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay, okay.
That part's
sorry,
true, though.
Sorry. Boo.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some progress with him, I'm happy to say. He works on video
Some.
Elbow
games.
strike.
It's trash, of course, but it does involve
Get him
some
to the head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
Ha ha ha
Okay.
ha.
Come, Alan, this way. Now,
That's how I feel half
you
the
might
time.
have noticed the typewriter in your room.
That's how I feel half the
You've
time.
been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
We're here to give you the specialized help you need. However, please observe the following. Please ask friends and family to schedule visits beforehand to ensure they don't interrupt your therapy sessions or our weird little conspiracy thing we got going here. Blah, 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 engagement therapy. Specifically, tailored therapy sounds great.
My
Look.
rheumatism is killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
You and me too.
These two
You and
are
me
the
both.
Anderson
Yeah.
brothers, Odin and Tor. They had
Yeah, we've met.
how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first
like how he's
names
talking
to
about his
complete
nose
the
about it.
image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm
Sneaky
afraid
hammer.
that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
I would
Yes, it does.
I would have been like, you could have just started with that.
Oh, that won't do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan.
bet
The
you
power
are.
has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. Really is for the best. Don't you think?
Look him dead in the eye and be like, I'll kill you.
Bash his head in with a hammer.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this? It takes crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Say, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
I need an adult.
Down, lest we forget.
I am an adult.
All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Another manuscript page.
I'd be like, I don't really want to touch this.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me about everything. Crazy or not, the Andersons made more sense.
Tom, got any booze on you?
Yeah, no.
We
Sorry,
have a
guys.
stash of the special stuff at the farm. Our own formula, local ingredients, medicine. Clears your head right up. Makes
Sounds
you
dangerous.
remember like moonbeams on the brain.
Oh,
Moonshine
just
on the brain, I
noticed
think is what he
leather
means.
patches on the elbows? That's not very rock and roll.
Tom just lost is all. Baba Yaga got to him too, the damn witch.
Alan
She
Woods
used
tweet
us
because of the
all,
dark presence.
Taken from all of us. Took my thunder, the witch.
And my ravens, what were they? Memory and thought, the hag.
She took something from you too, didn't she? That's what she does.
We're better off. This place, the lake, it gives you power. If you're a creator, an artist, a god.
Sounds nice.
Sit in their sleep in the darkness of the lake.
Yeah, that's the one. She makes sure it comes out twisted and wrong. Just ask the lamp lady. She knows what happened to that other rider.
She's been using you, boy, and you let her. You went and opened the door for her, didn't you?
Sorry?
No, it was already open a crack. And whose fault is that? We're morally corrupt, disease-ridden, old and stupid.
Doesn't mean he had to open it all the way, goddammit.
Alright, you guys done?
So
No.
built the farm close to the lake, a place of power.
Alright, you
We
done?
had parties there, man. You should go there and have a party.
I like how the dude's drawing Mr. Scratch, apparently.
Boulder through the ebb through the window, hit that hippie chick in the back of the head. 15 stitches and a concussion. Bob's dead now. Leukemia.
Must have been one hell of a party.
Stitches, snitches, and narcs, man.
That would be me just looking like, are you guys done now? Walk away now.
I'm so tired.
Yeah, I think they're done now.
I'm walking away now.
Quick, let's get out of here before they spout any more dialogue.
I'm a bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare because all dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there when you wake up. So
Well, they are for like, well, I guess a short period of time.
now, and I don't want to disappear. My nightmare is the publisher people who want to make a contribution so they can say they made a contribution, and then we end up with mullets in there because they think mullets are funny, but it wasn't supposed to be about mullets, and now it's about mullets. And when it's in slow motion, they call it mullet time because the numbers came back from marketing that mullet time is the hook we needed to go big.
I sense some bitterness here.
And they're not even kidding. They say it all like serial killers with straight
a little bit.
faces and smiles. My nightmare is the writers who want to make everything from the characters to the toasters talk all the time and express
bit of
their
bitterness.
feelings, so they won't shut up, and the writers won't shut up either because they have feelings too, and I have to listen to them.
Perfect
Because
timing on
they're
Alan turning
scared of
around,
me,
though.
And everyone shouts, shut up, shut up, shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too scary for them. I take 2 pills every morning and 1 with every meal and 4 when I go to bed. And that makes me the scariest nightmare of all.
Good.
Hey, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh?
Nice
Typewriter's in
use
your
of
room.
that, Chef.
You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
How about you go fuck yourself?
Anyway, as I was about to say, I think that guy needs to up the dosage.
I'm not myself.
There's a TV somewhere. I don't know where it was. I think it was out in the hallway.
Yeah.
I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. A dark
She's a man-eater. Really?
Hartman wanted me to write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a hawk.
Looks like a comfortable chair.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
I know because I wrote it that way.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I'm not gonna lock your door or anything.
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
Next time on Radical Bromance, it gets a little crazy.
Rock and roll.